Have you ever thought what a world grappling with another pandemic would look like? One that may even be deadlier than the ones we've known? The Democratic Republic of Congo is currently facing such a reality with the emergence of a new, more deadly variant of the MPox virus. This variant has a high mortality rate and it's spreading fast, not through the air, but through sexual transmission. The implications of this are far-reaching and pose a global health threat that we cannot ignore. The urgency of the situation is palpable. The potential for a pandemic is real, and the international community cannot afford to sit back and watch. The lessons learned from past pandemics like COVID-19 must guide our actions. The world is on the precipice of another health crisis, one that requires swift and decisive action. But how do we fight an enemy that's already proving to be formidable? This is the question that global health experts are grappling with as they face the challenge of containing the MPox virus. The battle against this viral foe is fraught with hurdles that make the containment efforts doubly challenging. In the region most affected by the outbreak, the Democratic Republic of Congo, there is a significant lack of diagnostic capacity. Without the ability to accurately and swiftly diagnose the virus, the scale of the problem remains largely unknown, allowing the virus to spread undetected. This lack of diagnostic capacity is further exacerbated by the absence of ready access to vaccines. Even if we could identify every individual infected with MPox, the inability to vaccinate them quickly and efficiently would still allow the virus to continue its devastating march. But these medical challenges are not the only hurdles facing containment efforts. Logistical issues also pose significant obstacles. The affected regions are often remote and difficult to reach, making the distribution of medical supplies and personnel a daunting task. So, what can be done to overcome these challenges? Experts have several recommendations. The first is to strengthen diagnostics and surveillance. By increasing the ability to detect and track the virus, we can better understand its spread and target containment efforts more effectively. The second recommendation is to accelerate vaccine distribution. The faster we can get vaccines to those who need them, the quicker we can halt the spread of the virus. The third recommendation is to establish a global stockpile of MPox vaccines. A readily accessible supply of vaccines would allow for rapid response to outbreaks, preventing them from escalating into larger crises. These measures, while challenging to implement, are crucial in the fight against the MPox virus. The road to containment is steep and filled with obstacles, but it's a journey we must embark on. The call to action has been sounded, but how is the world responding? In light of the escalating MPox outbreak, the World Health Organization, or WHO as it's commonly known, has declared this crisis a public health emergency of international concern. This decision is not made lightly. It's based on the advice of an independent panel of health experts. This isn't the first time we've seen MPox, but this recent upsurge, including the emergence of a new sexually transmissible strain, is particularly concerning. The threat is not just confined to Africa. It has the potential to spread further, crossing continents and oceans. The WHO is working tirelessly to accelerate access to vaccines and is coordinating with global partners to ensure the equitable distribution of medical tools. Yet, the need for funding is immediate and substantial. An estimated $15 million is required to support response activities, with the WHO already releasing nearly $1.5 million from its own emergency fund. The world is mobilizing, but will it be enough to stop the spread of MPox? What does the future hold in the face of this impending pandemic? As the MPox virus continues to spread, the world is scrambling to respond. Right now, the focus is on accelerating access to vaccines and ensuring the equitable distribution of medical tools. This task isn't easy. It requires not just scientific know-how, but also significant funding. The World Health Organization estimates that an immediate $15 million is needed to support response activities. Experts are working tirelessly to predict what we can expect in the coming months. The consensus? It's going to be a tough fight. The new strain of the virus, known as Clade 1b, is spreading rapidly, and not just within Africa. Over 100 cases have been reported in neighboring countries, suggesting this outbreak has the potential to become a worldwide pandemic. We must learn from our past, from the lessons that the COVID-19 pandemic taught us. We need to act swiftly, decisively, and cooperatively. The future is filled with uncertainty, and the road ahead is undoubtedly challenging. But remember, this is a battle we're all in together. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear: the fight against the MPox virus has only just begun.